In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a new site, mainly a team site. From a website where you have a permission to create a subsite, you can create a new site. So you may wonder, how do I know if I have a permission? So go ahead and click on the Site Actions button and then come down to New Site. So if that new site menu option is available, then you do have a permission to create a website under the current site. So go ahead and click on New Site menu, and then you'll be given a number of choices in terms of what type of site that you'll be creating. So we are going to create a team site. It is designed for team projects, so you can share documents and then create web pages and that sort of kind of things. And also you have other options such as a document workspace. This is an ideal template for working on multiple documents with multiple team members or colleagues. So you can upload, you can create, you can edit, and also you can archive documents with many people. And then we also have a basic meeting workspace. This is designed for one or a series of meetings, mainly for longer, long-term meetings, where you can plan, you can organize, you can document, you can distribute the result of meetings, and so on. There are other types of sites or templates. You don't need to worry too much about it, because these are just templates, meaning that all the tools that is specifically organized or packaged for example, the meeting workspace, those tools are also available in other templates. You can get those tools for other types of sites or workspace. So let's come to the site title. So let's give it a name. Let's say Project New Start. That's the name of, or the title of the site. And then come down to username. I'm sorry, not username. That's URL name, or the website address. So as I mentioned, it is the URL name is going to become part of the URL, or the website address. And also another way of saying it is a folder name. So you need to be very careful in terms of naming the URL name. So let me quickly go over the details. So first of all, use only letters and numbers, and no special characters such as tilde, exclamation mark, at, or pound signs, and so on. Incidentally, blank space is also a special character, so substitute a blank space with an underscore, just like that. Alternatively, you could use a camel case rule. So basically, the first letter of the word is capitalized, and there's no blank space between words. So for example, let's say the site name is a pet dose apostrophe practice site. So we have blank space and apostrophe. That's fine for the site name, but when it comes to URL name, you need to replace either with underscores and remove the apostrophe, or that's a special character, so remove that, and so that's what you can have. Alternatively, you could use a camel case rule. So basically remove the blank space remove the special characters, and then convert, if it's not already, change the first letter of the word to uppercase. So let's come back here, the URL name, let's say project. I'm going to use a camel case. So project new start, no blank space. So click on create. So it may take a minute, not a minute, a moment. Well, it took me about 2-3 seconds, and now you have it. It's a brand new site. And first of all, where are we? So let's take a look at navigate up button. And we were at, I was here. So then now the current site is project new start, and that's the home page. And so this is a subsite of the parent site that that I started this site. Okay, so we have, first of all, we have the name of the site. So that's also is a link to the home page or the default page. This is the default page. And in the quick launch navigation bar, we have libraries, lists, and discussions. So what are the libraries? Libraries are the places that you put stuff in. So let's say you have Word files and Excel files, you put it up there. For example, shared documents. This is one of the libraries within the main libraries. So let's click on shared documents, and then you can upload and download, you can edit and share the file. And let me go back up. I guess I have to go here. And then you have other libraries, so you can put pictures and videos and things like that. So you can share, you can edit with your team members. Okay, lists. So lists are they're tools to make your site more dynamic. So for example, you can create announcements, or you can add calendar items such as meetings and so on. You can compile a list of links for your project, or you can create and follow through certain tasks. So these are all the list items, and you can create more list items, and you can have workflows and so on. So that's a list, and then you have a discussion. So that's if you want to have a team discussion, that's where you can create a new discussion. The last item here is called all site content. So this is one quick way to look at what you have on your website. So all these assets of your site is listed here. So as you create a new web pages of the site, you'll see it here. If you create sub-sites, you will see that here as well. All right, so let me go back up here, click on the name of the site. It'll come back to the home page. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. So this is a plain text, and then we have something's different from the plain text. This is called web part, and web part is kind of a special kind of a gadget that you could use, and I'll kind of explain more detail in another video, but I'll give you a quick overview. And also we have an image. You can delete it, you can replace it with another image, and so on. And then come down here, getting started. So these are kind of quick tools that you could organize your site. So keep them there. Okay, let's see. So once you have this web page, this is the home page. of the site, you can edit it. So let's go ahead and click on Page tab, and then you can do a bunch of things. You can email the links and that sort of kind of things. You can invite people and so on. So let's go ahead and click on the Edit button, and then that'll take us to the full editing mode. So you'll see the blinking insertion point. So that means we are in an editing mode. So let's say I highlight it, and then I'm going to replace it. Let's say project new start site. So you can see, you can edit it. You can change the color of the font to something else if you want to. And if you want to, you can add more contents, text here. So this is very simple. You know, if you know how to use Microsoft Word, you can use it. All right, so now let's take a look at the editing tools tab. So we have two sub ribbons, so text, format text, and insert. And on the insert you have, come on. Okay, so under the insert tab you have a web part. So web part is the one that you could put things from the storage, in a way speaking, the list or the libraries. You can put those items. So for example, a calendar, I didn't set any calendar items, so there's nothing there, but you could add the calendar onto the page. And that's basically what it is. Okay, so let me go back here, format text, and then once you are done, you can go ahead and click on save and close. Or if you don't want to save it, just go ahead and click on stop editing. Then it'll give you a chance to discard any changes. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and click on save and close. So I'll come out of the editing mode. And now I'm in the viewing mode. So you can go down and click and that sort of kind of things. Let's see. Let me just briefly explain what we have in terms of web part or other things. So a lot of things that you see on the home page or the pages is actually it's just a renderment, or they are just a window of the actual content. So the shared documents is a library item. So if you click here and the shared documents, and whatever you put up here in the shared documents library, you will see here. So that's what I meant by this is just a window of the actual contents. Okay, I think that's that should do. Oopsie, let me go back to browse. That will do the basics of creating a new team site, and I hope that you can do the same thing without any problem.